maybe just a little bit about what we're doing this week. As I mentioned, the video might be a little bit all over the place because we got so many things going on. But we are transitioning a pretty good group of the cows to a higher elevation of winter range. And so that's going to involve trucking these cows a little bit. We don't truck very often, but we are now. And they're moving from about 4,000 feet up to about 5,500 feet. And it's just time to do that. The grass is coming green, and it's a little different grass at that elevation, and so it does the cows good. They can kind of get back on their feet, get some new green grass in their systems and stuff. But that's what we'll be doing most of the week. So today, we've got a little bit of corral work that I'm doing to fix the corral so that we can make sure we can ship out of it and everything stays in the corral. And it's a really nice day, which we are not going to complain about at all. We haven't had very many nice days yet this spring, and today is a nice day, so I'm excited for that too. But anyway, it should be a good week, busy week, and I'll try to explain what's going on as it's happening. So hope you enjoy the video. All right, I'm gonna be riding Duke today. Duke is Mr. Baron Jules horse that we got back in Nebraska at the Pitzer Ranch. And he is awesome. He's coming 5, and he has been so good. Probably one of the best horses that we've ever started and kind of broke out here on our place. And anyway, I'm gonna be riding him today, and I wanted to just explain a few things as we're going. And he needs to be brushed off. He's just pretty dang dirty, but we don't consider ourselves to be horse trainers, professional horse trainers. We do start a lot of colts, and we do, seems like we always have horses in different stages of training, so to speak, but we don't consider ourselves horse trainers, and so take everything we say with a grain of salt. I don't know, we just do what works for us. And so we found some things that work for us, and if any of these things help you, then great. But whether you're a professional horse trainer or not, one thing I think to just understand and realize is that you are training your horse every day. And so in that sense, we spend countless hours training horses. And everything you do with the horse, you're training them to do something. And so our philosophy here is we need to remember that and understand that everything that we're doing with them trains them to do something. And so we got to be really careful, because you can train a bad habit faster than you can train a good habit. And so we try to get into a routine and do the same things every day with our horses, and teach them good habits from the start, because you can teach a good habit, you know, in a relatively short period of time, and you can teach a bad habit that you will spend months, years, maybe even the life of the horse trying to unteach and to get over. And so from our perspective, it's better just not to even start the bad habit thing. And so we try to be very mindful of that and be very careful about how we handle our horses every day. So we kind of have this routine that we go through, do the same routine. We grain our horses every morning, get them in, whether we ride them or not. They get grain. That way they get used to coming in. And I don't spend a lot of time, out chasing them around. And I grain them inside a catch pen. You can kind of see this little pen here. I grain them inside that catch pen so they can come in and so I can catch them. I don't ever want my horses to get in the habit of having to chase them down. And so we use grain, we use whatever we can use to get the horses to want to see us and to come up and see us. And so that's just part of that daily routine. All right, so one of the things we do on these colts, and I still consider this horse a colt even though he's coming 5, is because he's not finished. And so until they're finished, I call them colts, I guess. But one of the things that we do, And it goes back to that wanting to teach our horses good habits and lifelong good habits, is when we're transitioning from a bosal to a bit, we want to make sure that that horse accepts that bit and that they are easy to bridle. And so we teach them a couple things. We teach them how to lower their head and get their head in the right place so we can put the bit in. And the other thing we do is we teach them how to accept that bit. And I want to show you how we do that. It's kind of something that we learned how to do, and it works for us, and we like it, and it teaches the horses to like accepting the bit. Okay, and I'm gonna have a hard time trying to video this and bit this horse, so I'll just show you a little bit about what we do. I don't know how much good video I'll have of it, but we take this bit and I dip it in water, like in the water trough, just the bit part, and then I put salt on it, and that's called salting the bit. And so that bit's got salt on it when I go to put it in the horse's mouth. And that horse will eventually figure that out, and he will learn that he likes the bit, and he will actually reach down in your hand and pick that bit up because he's looking for that salt. And so we do that for several months, you know, as we're riding these colts. We get them to get used to a salted bit, and it just helps. They really get to where they like the bit, and they'll pick it up out of your hand. So that's what we do. All right, and then also we just let that horse pick that bit up. And so I don't ever like jam the bit in the horse's mouth. Gosh, I've seen people do that, and that is a lifelong bad habit lesson right there that a horse won't forget. If you jam the bit to get him to open his teeth, he's not going to forget that. So we just don't do that. And I'll wait for that horse. I'll be patient with him. And like I say, they'll learn quick, and they'll pick that bit up, and it won't take you any longer to bridle a horse waiting on him just a little bit than it does if you're jamming that bit in there. So anyway, that's kind of what we do with these young horses, and getting them to accept that bit. And like I said, we'll do that for 3 or 4 months or maybe longer until we get them to accept the bit. Okay, well, we're down fixing this corral so we can ship out of it, and I just want to show you what we're doing. Not going to show you the whole thing because string and wire building corral is a monotonous thing to do, so I won't bore you with that, but I'll just show you kind of what we're doing here. Okay, so we're just putting this hog wire in so the calves can't crawl through this. They've been crawling through it. So anyway, that's what we're doing. All right, well, we got the corral finished up and ready to put cows in it. So now we're out gathering cows. Gonna try to get a load in so that we can haul these cows up to the higher elevation winter range. So that's what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the afternoon, is just getting this load in. And so it's really important. We gotta be able to pair the cows and calves up, and that's a hard thing to do sometimes, most of the time. And boy, you gotta get that right. If you make a mistake there, you can get cows that don't belong to calves, and then you've got a mess on your hands. And so we spent a lot of time just trying to pair these cows up. Hey! All right, just about got enough for a load. So we're gonna drive these back to the corral now. All right, we made it to the corral. load of cows. Cows are going to be happy. On good green grass. That's great. Well, all right, we made it home. It's kind of a long day, but we just got that load of cows hauled up on where they needed to go and got them situated, and they were happy. Boy, they were happy to see that green grass, so that was good. I'm just going to give old Cash some grain, get him on a nose bag, and he'll be happy too. Worked him pretty hard today. That's part of our daily routine too, though. I always like to give him a nose bag before I put him up, and that way we end the day kind of on a positive note, and they remember that. So all right, we'll gear up and do it again tomorrow. Good morning. We are back down the winter range this morning. I'm gonna corral some cows and get them ready to get shipped up to that higher elevation winter range. That's kind of what we're doing today. And I got a few cows going here this morning. Got Bowden with me today. I'll introduce you to Bowden here in a minute. He's one of our good friends that helps us out a lot, and we're glad to have him here. So that's what we're doing today, just corralling cows. Okay, this is Bowden. He helps us a bunch, and he's a good hand. He is riding a genuine hombre colt today, one that he's raised and brought along as far as that colt's just done a really good job with him. So anyway, me and Bowden today, corralling cows.
Let's see how this adventure goes.
All right, getting one more little bunch to the corral so we've got the right numbers, and then we'll be ready to ship cows tomorrow. I traded horses too. Got on our colt Glade. It's the one Trayson was riding the other day. Been good for him to be out here kind of on his own. But hey, while I'm riding, I wanted to answer a question or two that everybody's been asking. Okay, here it is. Did we find Taryn's wallet? No, we did not. It's still in the bottom of that pond. And we got to wait for the water to go down, I guess. But we did not find it. We've been back there a couple of times looking for it. Haven't been able to find it. So he has canceled his credit cards that were in it, but there's $5 in there. So if you find it, you get the $5 finder fee for it. Anyway, no, we haven't found it yet. All right, well, we got him in the corral and ready to go. Poor old Glade, he's probably not sure what to think right now. I kind of had to put him through a paces here, and he did super. Just really did good. He gave me everything he had. So, pretty happy with him. Anyway, we're at the corral. We'll be shipping him in the morning.
Get headed that way.
Looks like old buddy's had a long day too. He did good.
I'm gonna have to grain him once we get back to sell him.
All right, well, we're back the next morning and getting some cows branded. We've got one load out of the corral already, so we're off to a good start. Okay, we got the A team here today. Cody, Quinn, and Steve. Okay, second load of the day. Hey! All right, I'm gonna move them into their pasture over here. What a week. Well, we're just getting the horses put up and I'm ready for a break. I can tell you that. It was busy. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. Might be all over the place. I guess we'll see, because we were all over the place all week, and but it was good. We got a lot accomplished and got the cows in better place. We're not quite done moving those cows, but we got a good start to it, so that was good. Wanted to answer one more question that we've had, and that is about a month or two ago we did a video called the rescue mission, and in that video we had to bring a cow and a calf home. The cow was down, and anyway we loaded him in the trailer and brought him home. And I just wanted to tell you kind of what happened with that cow and calf. The cow did not make it, the calf did. We took the calf and bottle fed it for a little while and then put it on a new mother, and it's doing great. The cow just got down and didn't ever get back up. A lot of times that's what happens. Those cows, once they get down, they don't get back up. And we tried really hard to, it's my horse opening the gate. With phones. We try really hard with these cows to do the best we can, and sometimes they just don't make it. And that's the case with that cow. Anyway.
All right, we got 2 new arrivals at the house today, so stay tuned next week and we'll tell you all about them, and we're excited to have them here. So